Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Tony Winston here for Jazz Piano College. Looking at the song But Beautiful, going to explore some reharmonization possibilities on this. And I've got to admit that a lot of these ideas came from my jazz teacher from many, many years ago, Mr. Ted Howe. So I'll give credit where credit is due. But Beautiful. Got the chart out of this new real book. It's down there in the description. Just click on it. You can print it out, take a look at it. No need to put in any personal information. G major. Now, I will use the reharmonization rules. They're not really rules, but they're just techniques of reharmonization that are being used here. So this is the one chord, and any chord can follow the one chord. You can go anywhere. It doesn't matter where you go, But of course, it's got to fit what we're doing here in the song. So what I'm going to do is go to the 4 chord. All right, it's always a good choice. Now, here I've got A minor, and I'm going to put an F major 7 in there next. Can't really tell you about the rule here, except that it kind of sounds like when you get to A minor that you're in the key of A minor there. It just sounds that way, so we can say we can go anywhere. So we're going to go down to F major 7th. Here I'm just going to use diatonic chords to get up to the B minor 7 flat 5. All right, so using a G, A minor, A 7th or A 9th. And one thing you can do when you're reharmonizing is just change the quality of the chord a little bit. So you got A9, let's make it a suspended, let's make it a sharp 11, or maybe even an E minor, and then back to A7. A couple possibilities there. Add the 13 possibly. You've got 2 measures here, so have at it. And then we're going to get to D 7th. Anytime it says a number greater than 7, it is a 7th chord. So D 7th with a 13. Now I'm going to Use F7 in between here to get to E minor 7th. And it's kind of using 2 rules at once. One is I'm going to change it to B dominant 7th, okay? And then I'm going to use the tritone substitution rule for dominant chords, so going from B to F, which is a tritone. So first, I have to change the chord to B 7th in my mind, and then move it to the F7. So here we go from the beginning of this line. Here I can use that same idea, changed it to E 7th first, see, there's E7 in there, but tritone away, B flat. Again, the same technique. And here's a B7 chord. Now any dominant 7th chord can be preceded by its relative 2, so a 2, 5, 1 going to E minor. I'm using this, as like going to a 5 chord of E, because I'm going to go back to E minor because it's the relative 2 of the A7 chord there. So I've got E minor, B dominant, and then E minor and A7. However, I think I can make that a little bit more interesting. Like that. A minor. Same technique, thinking A dominant 7th now and the tritone substitution. And it's easy you don't really have to go through those steps because we're going to D7, just go a half step above, make it a dominant, and then right into the D7. Same thing here in the B section. I kind of changed the melody there a little bit just to suit my singing style. had this before. Now, I went to a D minor there, and it's just using constant structure. This is another reharmonization technique. Melody goes down a whole step, the chord goes down a whole step. All right, you just kind of follow the melody and use the same kind of chord. Now, I could also think maybe a G7 because I'm going to C instead of A minor. I don't know if I could cite the rule here or not, but you know, C major is a lot like the A minor seventh, right? It's similar notes. And then I'm going to go to G minor and F sharp minor. Now, I didn't really use the flat fives in there. I don't know if it would work or not. Let's see. Flat five would be... It kind of works, but I like it just regular minor seventh chords there. So C major, G minor, F sharp minor, and then B7. And you know, it says B7, but I put a flat 9 and a something. Sharp 11, I guess. Or a flat 5, you could call it. Added a little ninth there. And then I could do F7, but why not precede that by the C minor, the 2. All right, and here we have a pedal tone. I think it should all be a pedal tone here. And what could we do? So, if I could come up with something better than that. See. So let's do a few turnarounds just to explore some reharm. So B flat, E flat, A flat, all right, E flat, A flat, D. That's a negative harmony reharm there. What else could we do? You know, there's so many possibilities for root movement using tritone substitution, and then so many possibilities for the qualities of each chord. And I will also link to my performance of this song from about 8 or 9 years ago over at a little Italian restaurant called La Grata. I believe I had Justin Owen Head with me on the bass and Bill Norman on drums. So hi, you guys. Be fun to work again one of these days. And thank you all for supporting me on Patreon, on PayPal, and just right here on YouTube with your wonderful comments and your liking the video. Always very important to like the videos. Thanks. See you soon.